When Paige Bueckers of the Dallas Wings and Angel Reese of the Atlanta Dream sat together during All-Star Weekend and agreed to a friendly $400 wager on their upcoming matchup, nobody in the room batted an eye. It was a harmless banter. Two young stars whose endorsement deals dwarfed their league salaries, $400 probably couch cushion change. Then came the WNBA's social media team.
$400 in cash, 2 all-star players, 1 bet on their own game, and the WNBA's official social media account posted the whole thing for millions to see. Before we go any further, you need to understand something. What you just watched isn't just embarrassing. It's potentially career-ending. Pete Rose was banned from baseball for life for betting on games. NBA players have missed entire seasons for gambling violations. And here's Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers, on camera arranging a wager on a game they're about to play in, while the league films it and promotes it like it's cute content.
This may be the one that gets Kathy Engelbert just run out the door. We got 2 WNBA players talk about betting on a game on video, and the WNBA shared it. It's against their own rules. Like, both of these players probably should be banned for life. That's how serious.
The video hit the WNBA's official accounts during All-Star Weekend in July 2024. Angel Reese of the Atlanta Dream and Paige Bueckers of the Dallas Wings sitting together, laughing, pulling out actual cash, and agreeing to a $400 bet on their upcoming matchup. The league's social media team thought this was fun, lighthearted content. 2 young stars whose endorsement deals make $400 look like pocket change, just having some friendly competition. They filmed it, they edited it, they added graphics, they posted it to millions of followers. And then someone in the organization apparently remembered that the WNBA has actual rules about this.
At night?
No, at practice.
Oh, at practice? I mean, I know y'all gonna lose, but if y'all lose,
I get to have that.
If y'all win, you get 400.
And if we lose,
Is that counterfeit?
No, you owe me 400.
but I'm staying on it. I'm staying on it.
I'm surprised it didn't come out of a Monopoly box. I got to keep it real. Oh, got to be more careful. I can't even. Clay Travis continued, by the way. I can't even comprehend how dumb you have to be to post this video from the league's official account. Like sub 70 IQ.
Clay Travis broke down exactly how catastrophic this was. The league deleted the video within hours. But the internet never forgets. Screenshots everywhere. The clip saved and reshared thousands of times. And here's what makes this genuinely serious. This isn't about the money. $400 means nothing to these players. Angel Reese has a Reebok deal worth millions. But the act itself, players wagering on games they're participating in, that's the third rail of professional sports. That's the line you absolutely cannot cross. The NBA has suspended players for an entire season for gambling violations that didn't even involve their own games. Jonte Porter got banned for life in 2024 for betting-related activities. And here's the WNBA, filming their own players doing it and promoting it as content.
The dumbest move potentially in social media history by a sports league to post this. Yeah, Pete Rose is, bless his heart. Rest in peace, Pete. Yeah, Pete Rose. Banned for life. Angel Reese.
Yeah, I'll be requesting my Apple Pay after this. No, I mean, Paige is a great player. When you, hold her to 16 points, it's tough. She's just so good, and her mid-range is obviously so good. But I think our defense tonight, Rye did a good job, and Borlase when she was thrown at her, and everybody that was thrown at her tonight, I think they did a good job holding her together. But I'm glad we just got this win as a team. It felt really, really good.
Watch Angel's post-game interview after the Dream beat the Wings. She's talking about getting her Apple Pay payment, joking about holding Paige to 16 points, acting like this is all just fun and games. And maybe in her mind it was. Maybe she genuinely thought $400 between friends doesn't count as real gambling, but intent doesn't matter when you're talking about the integrity of competition. The moment a player has financial stake in the outcome of their own game, even a small one, you've introduced a conflict of interest that professional sports cannot tolerate. It doesn't matter if it's $400 or $4 million. The principle is identical.
Games question mark? Apple Pay for what? If this is a joke betting on a game, this isn't something a professional athlete should joke about. Kathy Engelbert, WNBA, so you're now allowed to wager on games you're playing in. Let's call her Paige Bets instead of Paige Buckets. Damn. Let me just, bam. You get some love for the Paige Bets. Wow. Does Angel understand Adam Silver has banned players from the NBA for less? He will force Kathy to do something.
Here's where this gets complicated. For Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, she's already dealing with a league that's been in crisis mode for months. The Caitlin Clark rookie season brought unprecedented attention, but also exposed every dysfunction in the organization, racial tensions among fan bases, players complaining about charter flights while the league loses money. The All-Star Game in July was an embarrassment, with players barely trying and fans walking out. Television ratings are up, but so is scrutiny. And now this, a betting scandal involving two of the league's most prominent young players, documented and distributed by the league itself.
Reese is really stupid. We'll see. We'll see. Because we have found out the leadership is insane. I mean, it's crazy. Idiots. Technically, according to the FBI, this is jailable. The average Somalian is smarter than the NBA and at WNBA.
The federal implications here are real. Sports betting is regulated at both state and federal levels. The FBI has investigated sports gambling cases before. When you have players on video discussing wagers on games they're playing in, that's not just a league policy violation. That's potentially a legal issue. Now, will the FBI actually investigate a $400 bet between WNBA players? Probably not. But the fact that it's even in the realm of possibility shows how badly the league's social media team screwed up. This isn't like posting a controversial opinion or missing a typo. This is filming and promoting behavior that violates the league's own gambling policy, federal sports betting regulations, and the basic principles of competitive integrity.
Execs, I don't know. It sounds like they may have went to the Minnesota Center of Leering to run their league, to get their management classes. The Leering Center. Did Alhan Omar sponsor the WNBA Management 101 program? Certainly, she may be running the social media teams. Kathy Engelbert. If I'm Kathy Engelbert, I'm like, here's my entry badge. Fuck it. I'm dumb. Because even I wouldn't think y'all are stupid enough to have done this, and y'all did this under my watch. I could see Kathy Engelbert being like...
The comparison to Pete Rose isn't hyperbole. Rose bet on baseball games while he was a manager. He claims he never bet against his own team, only for them to win. Didn't matter. Lifetime ban. He's been eligible for Hall of Fame consideration for decades, but remains excluded because of gambling. The sports world has been absolutely unforgiving on this issue, and for good reason. The moment fans suspect that outcomes might be influenced by gambling, the entire enterprise collapses. Why watch if you think it might be fixed? Why buy tickets if you're not sure the players are trying their hardest? The integrity of competition is the foundation everything else is built on.
They went into football Siberia for 20 years. SMU just recently kind of bounced back. Finally, after, I don't know, it wasn't even 20, it might have been closer to 30 years of football Siberia. This is, oh, they got a problem. They got a real problem. I mean, seriously, you've got people, and I'm going to be real. I'm tagging Cash Patel in this. I'm tagging...
Look at how this scandal fits into the broader pattern. The WNBA has been lurching from crisis to crisis throughout the 2024 season. In June, multiple players made comments dismissing Caitlin Clark's impact and attributing her popularity to race rather than skill. That created a firestorm that the league handled poorly. In July, the All-Star Game was so poorly executed that it became a national joke, with players visibly not trying and fans booing. In August, there were controversies about playoff seeding and scheduling. And now in the middle of all that, the league's own social media team posts a video of players gambling on their own games. At some point you have to ask, Is anyone actually in charge here? What makes this particularly damning is that it wasn't a rogue employee or a hacked account. This went through the league's official content creation and approval process. Someone filmed it, someone edited it, someone wrote the caption, someone scheduled the post, and apparently at no point in that entire chain did anyone say, "Wait, isn't this against our gambling policy?" Either nobody on the social media team knows the league's rules, or they knew and posted it anyway thinking it wouldn't matter. Both options are catastrophic failures of institutional competence. The WNBA's gambling policy is clear and has been for years. Players, coaches, and team personnel are prohibited from betting on any WNBA game or basketball-related proposition. The policy exists in writing. It's in the collective bargaining agreement. Players are briefed on it, and it's not some obscure technical rule buried in fine print. This is fundamental stuff. Every professional sports league has ironclad anti-gambling policies because the entire industry depends on maintaining the perception that competition is legitimate. Commissioner Engelbert has been in an impossible position all season. She took over a league that was financially struggling and culturally fragmented. The Caitlin Clark phenomenon brought massive new attention and revenue, but also exposed fault lines that had been easier to ignore when nobody was watching. Suddenly you had sold-out arenas and national television coverage, but also players making controversial statements and fans fighting on social media. Engelbert has tried to navigate this by staying neutral, not taking sides, letting controversies play out. But at some point, leadership requires actually leading. This betting scandal is different from the other controversies because it's not about opinions or personalities. This is about rules and institutional integrity. There's no both sides here. Players cannot bet on their own games, period. The league cannot promote content showing players betting on their own games, period. These aren't judgment calls or matters of perspective. These are bright-line rules that exist for existential reasons. So what happens now? Logically, both Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers should face serious discipline. If the league's gambling policy means anything, there have to be consequences for violating it on camera. But here's the problem. The league itself promoted the violation. How do you suspend players for doing something your own social media team filmed and posted as official content? The players could reasonably argue they thought it was acceptable because the league was clearly fine with it. That's a defense that might actually work. The social media team definitely needs to face consequences. Whoever approved that post should be fired. Full stop. This isn't a minor mistake. This is a fundamental failure to understand the most basic rules of the sport you're being paid to promote. But firing some mid-level social media manager doesn't solve the deeper problem, which is that the WNBA's institutional competence is being questioned at every level. Clay Travis called this potentially the dumbest social media move in sports league history. That's not exaggeration for clicks. Can you think of another example where a league's official account posted content showing players violating league policy in a way that could theoretically trigger federal investigation? NBA players have gotten in trouble for gambling, but the NBA didn't film it and post it. NFL players have violated conduct policies, but the NFL didn't promote it as content. This is genuinely unprecedented. The timing makes it worse. This happened during All-Star Weekend, which was supposed to be a celebration of the league's growth and success. Instead, it became another embarrassment. The game itself was unwatchable. Players were barely trying. Fans who paid premium prices for tickets felt cheated. And now we find out that during that same weekend, the league was filming players arranging bets on upcoming games and thought that was good content to share. What does this say about the league's judgment? What does it say about their understanding of their own sport? What does it say about their ability to manage the increased scrutiny that comes with success? The WNBA has been asking for more attention, more coverage, more respect for years. Well, now they have it, and every time they get a bigger spotlight, they seem to do something that makes people question whether they're ready for it. The contrast with how the NBA handles similar situations is stark. When NBA players get caught in gambling-related issues, the league comes down hard and fast. Suspensions, fines, sometimes lifetime bans. The message is clear. We take this seriously because the integrity of competition is non-negotiable. The WNBA's response so far has been to quietly delete the video and hope it goes away. That's not how you handle a gambling scandal. That's how you make it worse. So here's the question you need to answer in the comments. Should Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers face suspension for this? They were on camera arranging a bet on their own game. The evidence is clear. The rule is clear, but the league promoted it. Does that change things? Or do the rules apply regardless of whether the league's social media team knew what they were doing? Pick a side. Because this isn't going away, and how the WNBA handles it will tell us a lot about whether this league is actually ready for the big time.